Hello, everybody, and welcome to Unity Time Broadcasting. I'm the host of this program, Mr. Unity. As I have stated in the previous videos, there's more to prepping and or homesteading than simply providing for oneself. That is the number one component, but that's not the only component. Prepping for what I call a prepper who is also a disciple of Christ and his teachings. That prepper, a real prepper, is going to be prepping also so that when the time comes that a couple with hungry children comes their way, they will hopefully be in a position that they have the means to help that couple feed their hungry children. I know, and believe me, I understand, because I don't like the idea of people coming here illegally any more than you or anybody else does. But they're here. There's nothing we can do about that. They're not going to be sent home. They're here. That's just all there is to it. They're here. And regardless of who they are, where they came from, how they got here, they're here. And we're all in this shitstorm together. We're all in it together. It's not citizens against non-citizens or citizens and legal residents against illegal residents. We are all in this crap together. Just a scenario. This is what I would do. You do what you feel like you got to do. That's between you and God. But this is what I would do. Let's say I have the means to help 3 couples coming to me feed their children. And throughout the course of the conversation, because I do understand just enough Spanish to find out whether someone is legal or illegal. Let's say one of these couples is illegal. One couple is a legal residential family, and the other couple is American citizen family. You really think that anybody who follows the teachings of Christ, really follows them, and it plainly tells us to help those in need, you really think that anybody is going to decide that they're going to help the couple who is American citizens and they're not going to do anything for these other 2 couples who also have hungry kids? I couldn't have that on my conscience, and I don't want that being held against me on Judgment Day. You might, but I don't. We're in this together, people. Whether you like it or not, we are. And we have got to be there for each other, no matter what. As long as, let's say, for example, you do manage to build a community. Say I managed to build a community. That's one of my goals. I'm not going to turn people away based on their immigration status. It's not going to matter anymore. We're in this together. It's just not going to matter. Unless somebody does something really horrible, like they assault someone for no reason, rape someone, kill someone. They have to do something pretty darn bad for me to either harm them or even jail them, which I will have something that can be used for a jail, because it is going to be needed. There will be situations that are come up where it's going to have to happen. So, people would have to do something pretty darn bad, even just to be put in the doghouse, so to speak. Like I said, we're all in this together, folks. We cannot afford the luxury of distinctions anymore. We just can't. So keep that in mind while you're prepping, because you're going to be keeping yourself in a little bit less danger with the more you have. Seriously, the more you have, the less danger you're in. The less you have, the more danger you're in, because you're going to lose it a whole lot faster from people feeling like they're more desperate than you are than you're going to from sharing it. Because if you haven't got that much and they're thinking they're more desperate than you are, they're going to take it. If you've got more than you necessarily, well, may not everybody have more than they need, but just share. That's what I'm saying. Share. You share, and God will bless you. Guarantee it. He'll bless you. Remember that story in the Old Testament about the widow woman who was starving, her and her little boy? And she made a corn cake for the prophet, and he prayed over the oil and the meal, and it lasted until the rain came, and they survived. They didn't starve. I got news for you. That's true. I don't care what anybody says. I believe it happened. And God is no different now than he was then. If he can rain bread from heaven and make a little bit of oil and a meal last until the drought ends, trust and believe. You're going to be amazed when you see what he can do now. You will be amazed. All it takes is trust and faith. That's it. Till next time, Mr. Unity, signing out.